Greg, this is a segment that we've had on the program for a long time. You've been on the show before. What we've gone through was a nice interview, a nice back and forth between you and me. It was fun-loving. Now this is more of an interrogation. I'm both the bad cop and the bad cop now. I'm one. So
as
we're down
opposed to
one.
what it used to be, where you'd have to be you.
There were
and
two
then...
bad cops before, and
But
now there's just one bad cop. One evil bad cop, and I'm pulling my seat in because we're about to get serious. Are you ready for the questions, Greg?
Yes. I want to pull my
Answer this to the best of your ability.
Okay.
Greg.
Yes.
Your name is Greg Stone.
Yes.
Is your career sinking like your last name?
Well, man, what the fuck, dude?
It's just a question.
Yeah, dude. Like, it's not going where I want it to go.
Okay. Well,
you know, I expected by this time I would have a late night. I would be on. My podcast would be bigger.
Right, but you're still doing good. You're working all the clubs,
dude.
And you are a writer. You are a writer on
a show that lasted half a season.
Let's go to the next question. Greg.
Yes.
With your name, you must love the Flintstones. Is a grown man taking a child's vitamin a gateway drug to pedophilia?
Fun fact, my granddad's name was Fred Stone. Wait, what'd you say?
Do you want me to read the question again?
Are you asking me if Flintstone vitamins is a gateway to pedophilia?
Yes. If a grown man takes Flintstone vitamins, is that a gateway to pedophilia?
I don't think so.
No?
I mean, is candy a gateway to pedophilia?
I'm talking about something very specific.
Yeah, and I know you know I take those vitamins. You know I take those vitamins. You know I do. So why are you bringing this up?
Let's go to the next question. Greg.
Yes.
These are tough times. Many are struggling financially during the coronavirus. Is it possible to pay off your student loans by sneezing on them?
Pay off my student loans by sneezing on them?
Yes.
No.
Why not? Because tiny vapors, we're all terrified of tiny vapors. We have to wear masks. I'm not sure if you know what's going on in the world right now.
Yeah.
But sneezing on no one will want to touch them then. No one will want to touch them.
But they're digital on a computer. So I'm just sneezing on my computer now.
Well played.
Yeah.
Well played, Greg.
Yeah.
I did not. I just.
Well, you thought there was a letter that.
Yeah, I thought there was a letter. I thought there was a letter actually.
It's no letter.
But then again, my student loans are paid off.
You didn't go to college. Did you go to college?
Hurtful stuff. I have a master's degree.
Yeah, right.
And now I'm doing a podcast where I can't keep a co-host.
Master in being fucking gay. But I love gay people.
All right.
You made me sad. I'm just angry and filled with rage.
Next question.
What? Yes.
Greg.
Yes.
We are living through a pandemic and racial disharmony. Is a dark face mask on a white person considered blackface? Be honest about this one.
Tricky question.
Yeah, because it's half the face, and it is dark.
Well,
is that blackface?
Let me answer that question with a question.
What?
I showed up to a meeting at a TV show. They said we need diversity. I put a full mask on and then let them assume what race I was. Was I being a Rachel Dolezal?
Well, my question is, what color is the mask?
It was of Al Roker.
Okay, well, yes.
They thought they were getting Al Roker for the project.
Right.
They're getting me in a mask. Is that blackface or is that just Greg lighting?
I think that's my question to you. My question is, if you put a black mask over your is that blackface?
It's Al Roker face, and I think there's a difference legally. Weatherface. And I think they're fine. I think I'm fine.
Well, we'll have to check the 5-day for that. Next question. Greg. The gyms in New York City are now opened. That's not a question. I'm just fat-shaming you. What exercises makes you look the coolest at the gym? Yeah, I know you don't go to the gym to work out. You're going to the gym to look cool.
Yeah.
So what exercise makes you look cool?
Any kind of thrust.
Yeah?
I always ask people, I go, we're your thrust machines. And they'll go, well, and I go, they'll go over there, and I go, how about right here? And I just start thrusting.
Wow.
Thrusting arms, thrusting necks, thrusting crotch, thrust.
You do it right there in front of them.
Right
after
there in
you
them. I show them what they're going to get. You give them an appetizer. You show them a trailer of what they're going to see. And I think that does well for me.
You're playing on a different level,
I haven't paid for a gym membership since 2003.
Insane.
Right.
I was going to say the ropes. You know, do you like that whole thing where it's like, I don't know what that's doing. It's it help you to become a better drummer? Because it's like, you're just, with the ropes, it's like, that helping anything? It's like, I'm a sea, I work on the sea, I'm a sailor. It's like, just join the Navy. What are you doing?
Or be an octopus.
Something.
I feel like octopuses.
They have 8 arms.
Yeah, but like they move willy-nilly, you know? They move all silly like that.
How about we've heard of suicide by cop, suicide by gym. Have you ever heard that? Where you go to the gym, you like I'm going to end it, and you just put like 400 pounds on the bench and just let it drop on your throat.
Yeah,
he went out fighting. He went out like a like a warrior. He was strong.
Yeah, I do a similar move if I but it's hard. I go into the hot room with the smoke, the hot smoke room, the spa room, steam room,
right?
And then I just
together we could come up with it.
Yeah,
the steam room.
I put that baby up to 500, and then I just say, let God take me if he's ready.
Right.
So far, he hasn't been
Do you
ready.
think God's in the steam rooms? Is God in the steam rooms?
Think of God.
Yeah.
When you see him, what is around him? Steam, smoke.
Right.
He's always in a steam room.
Yeah.
He's always in a weird cloak. He's always half naked. You know what I mean? Like God loves the steam.
Right.
That's why I want to die in a steam room, so that I could be the closest to God.
That's one of the most painful deaths, Greg.
What?
Dying in a steam room?
No.
You don't think so?
I don't know. I'm not dead yet.
Your oxygen is slowly seeping out.
No, you die from boiling.
Oh, you boil?
I want to boil to death, like a lobster.
I'm glad you've turned this into a cooking show. Greg.
Yeah, I'm not having a good time either.
The investigation continues.
That face you made.
Greg, you want me to treat you like a hostile witness, Greg? Greg, you look like a young Chef Boyardee. Do you think the original Chef Boyardee sexually harassed women by asking them to touch his beefaroni?
Can you repeat the question?
Greg, you look like a young Chef Boyardee. Do you think the original Chef Boyardee sexually harassed women by asking them to touch his beefaroni?
Let me answer that question with a question. Again, it's a move I do. Would you touch the beefaroni of a man who looked like me but slightly older?
No.
And that's your answer.
Okay, but what about women? Like he's hitting on women. Because it was during the 50s.
Yeah, I guess.
So he's hitting on women.
He's hitting on women.
He's like, hey, touch my beefaroni. He's using his brand to harass.
You know, I like to think that Chef Boyardee was a good man because I trust Italians inherently.
You trust them?
Yeah.
Come on, man. You're by yourself on this one.
Am I?
Yeah, you are.
You're fucking racist.
I just know what my own people are capable of. Can I tell you a story about Chef Boyardee?
Yeah.
I used to eat the raviolis when I was young.
Real Italian.
Well, no, we had not everything could be a gourmet meal. My mother had 2 jobs.
Please.
So I would eat the Chef
Pay for that
Boyardee.
master's degree you have, right? Look.
I would eat the Chef Boyardee, and I wouldn't look at the label. I would take the label off before I looked at it, and then I would pretend that I was doing an emergency C-section, and I would cut the ravioli, and if it was meat, it would be a boy. If it was cheese, it would be a girl. I pretended like I was a doctor.
Did you go, "Narazza, baby boy"? Did you do that when you'd cut it open?
No,
Narazza, baby boy.
No, but that would have been a great touch, you know?
Well, you're not dead yet.
This segment was going down the fucking toilet, and you just saved it.
With an act out.
God damn it.
Yeah.
Your
people don't believe in act outs.
You're so fucking
Comedians.
good. You're a comedian.
I'm an improviser.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm an improviser now.
I'm sorry. I didn't know what I was getting.
You never seen my group?
Well, no, the pandemic changed you because you were a stand-up comic when we went into this.
And I walked out an improviser.
Fuck.
Yes.
You're making some changes.
Absolutely. You should see my team. We perform at a coffee shop called Cafe Eclectic in Montclair. The Wilder Boys.
That sounds dynamic.
It's pretty dynamic. No alcohol allowed. Only laughs.
Only laughs.
Uh-huh.
And coffee, I would suppose.
Mostly hot chocolate. There's a lot of children.
Okay.
It's children's improv.
Oh, wow.
I improvise for children.
Greg,
Yeah.
you are an agnostic, which means you question everything. You are also Italian American, and we are taught not to ask questions. How do you live with yourself?
I'm not actually Italian.
You're not?
No. I changed Italian when I changed last names. I threw away my heritage.
But you... How dare you?
Yeah, I wrote it down.
Right.
I wrote down Italian on a piece of paper, and I ripped it in half, and I said, no more. And I wrote down stand-up, and I wrote, no more, and I ripped it. Now I'm a Greek improviser.
You're a Greek improviser now.
Greg Karalalopis.
But as an agnostic, so was there a conflict when you were an Italian? I imagine that you were an Italian at some point.
At some point I was, but I don't think I ever really was Italian. It's kind of like gender things, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I think I was born in an Italian man's body, but I've always been half Greek, half African.
So you're ethnically fluid?
Yes. Yeah, whatever job I need, I change.
Wow.
Mostly, I'm 50%.
Is that part of your improvising?
Now? No, this is just straight facts that I wrote down in a book.
All right. Greg.
Yes.
You are a big fan of Star Wars. Did you ever think of having a party with my roommate Dan Soder, where you can bring over your Star Wars action figures and they could mingle with Dan's WWE action figures? Would they get along? Does this party violate COVID rules? Because most Star Wars figures have masks, a lot of them, which is
funny you say that. Yes, I did think about partying with Dan.
Do you think of bringing your action figures over to Dan's action figures?
Yeah, a bin. I have a bin, and we'll come over and we'll play on the floor, and we'll do lots of wrestling moves. We'll do an intercontinental match between Plo Koon and Gorilla Monsoon.
But do the COVID rules apply to action figures? You would know this because you're an avid collector of action figures as a grown man.
Like, I know you're trying to make fun of me right now, and you're trying to. Like,
I'm just trying to ask the tough questions. This is the podcast where we ask the tough questions.
Yeah.
Is he my friend? Yeah. No. We live in the same neighborhood. Yes, we do. We've been friends for years, but I'm not going to let him off the hook. Now answer the fucking question, Stone.
See what you're trying to do.
That is your real name at this point.
It's actually not. It's actually not. You're trying
Caluso. Something like that.
Kakazulo. Everyone knows it's Kakazulo and Auskenberg. Now, what you're trying to do is try to hurt my feelings. Now,
I'm trying to dig deep.
Yeah. Action figures don't need masks as they are plastic. But if you put them in your mouth like I do, don't give them directly to someone you're playing with. So I'll put a little bleach on them or a little something.
Okay. Put bleach on your action figures.
I'll put bleach on them.
You're a sick person.
It's such a hard interview. You're like a real Anne Rand.
Well,
or Dan Rathers.
That's been Bad Cop, everybody.
Bad cop, bad interview. Bad friend.